boy, am I glad to see you all here! Don't worry, I'm not doing an entire voice for the whole thing. So welcome everyone to the super special co-op LP that I was planning for a while. I am Final Gamer, and the person who is not with me at the moment will be Silver Falcon. Now, her and I had decided that there was a game in both of our childhoods that was really near and dear to our hearts. So after talking for a while, we decided, why not give it a run? So, sit back, relax, and kick up your feet and enjoy the show that shall perform soon. Welcome, one and all, to World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Now, World of Illusion is part of the Illusion series, and it has its own little story, like the rest of them. In this game, Mickey and Donald are practicing magicians, and they're quite good at being magicians, actually. Impressive, even. But while they're practicing for a magic show, Donald fucks around and ends up finding a mysterious box that surely isn't a foreboding thing at all. Now with this ominous music playing. Donald is like, fuck you, son, I'm going to jump right into this box. Because, why not? Curtain flutters, he disappears. And of course Mickey follows because you dumb shit. Oh gee, I guess Donald disappeared, I guess. Oh no! So that's our story here. Some terrible dark magician has trapped us in his magical world of illusions and has to help us escape. So welcome to... well, not just yet. Firstly, here's the menu. You can select a player to have one or two player, and you can be either Mickey or Donald. There's really no difference between the two, it's purely on choice. There's a password system, and there's a sound test. I couldn't get out of the sound test, so I just pressed start and immediately jump in. Phantasmagoria! Anyways, welcome to the game. We have 3 basic option controls to fit the 3-button controller of the Genesis: jump, run, and attack, with our magical cape. The magical cape turns enemies into horrifying abominations, like flowers and whatnot. And this is pretty much the entire game, going through these strange, bizarre, and quite frankly gorgeous areas in order to get back home. And pretty much every enemy can be dealt with by using the magical cape of some sort. Those fluttery leaf guys, they're a little bit annoying because you don't think you're hurting them, but trust me, you are. Because if you hurt them, they tend to disappear into a pile of leaves. Also, look! Physics! Suck it, Valve! Now, there are some items you can pick up, and they mainly involve either candy, cake, top hats, and cards. Candy and cake restores your health. Candy restores 1 card of health, and cake restores all of it, or at least most of it. Cards is what you collect in the game in order to get extra lives. I think it's about 20 or 30 of them to get an extra life. And a top hat is an extra life. So, that stuff is rare, so you want to grab that. Our first area is the forest. And it's a beautiful forest, actually. You can tell the Castle of Illusion style in this game from the background and kind of the shading you use. Also, whoop. Now, I really like this background, I have to say. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I slightly messed up there. Every area has a different gimmick to it, and in this case, the area has a sort of Mushroom Hill Zone-esque leaves you can jump on. By just jumping on this, I can just hop on, like this. And quite frankly, enemies I don't have to worry about. The cape is a rather unique weapon of sorts. If you swing it at enemies, and they're perfectly within range of it, they'll turn to a butterfly and be considered defeated. If they're on the outer fringe of it, and they get hit by the starry aftershock of it, then they'll be stunned temporarily, and weakened, as it were. There'll be enemies later on in the game that require 2 sweeps of the cape. Also, this is a pitfall, so we gotta go across the leaves here. There's no wrong way to go through this area, so we can just sort of go up or down. I feel this is a bit of a Sonic-like level. Oh! Wow! Fantasia! So, that was Rocket. That is basically the clear all enemies attack. That destroys all enemies on screen. Now here we have the second area. It's a cave of minerals. I'm getting Mickey Mania flashbacks already. The spider strands here are quite weak, and if they sort of got that spiral in the middle, then they will fall through, so watch out. Spiders aren't really annoying here at all. This is really basic level stuff. There's also this little guy who helps this water alarm. I have to wonder though, what is the deal with Disney having all the spiders look like Beagle Boys? Like, why did they give the spiders dog faces? And that's been around since forever, because I remember a cartoon way back in the 40s. I remember back in 1992. Anyway, there was a cartoon where Mickey was a mad scientist of sorts, and he was doing experiments to make certain animals quite hulked up and brutish. And one involved a spider basically getting so hulked up he was beating the shit out of a Pluto or something. It was pretty rad, actually. It was one of my favorite Mickey cartoons, because it just sort of ended up with a weird sequence of events. Like, first the fly kicks the spider's ass, then the spider kicks the dog's ass, and then the dog kicks the dog catcher's ass. It was great. Anyways, here's our first boss. Can you guess what it is? It's a spider! And the bosses in this game are more or less quite easy to deal with, since you just have to swing the cape at them constantly. I mean, this game is nowhere near as hard as, say, Mickey's Magical Quest. But Mickey does seem to do a lot of magic involved lately. I mean, maybe it's a whole Sorcerer's Apprentice thing, but he does a lot of magic in a lot of things. So this guy only takes, like, what, 5 hits? Yeah. And he drops a chest! A magical chest, filled with magical shinies. And in this chest we have something magical. Of course. So the game sort of keeps throwing new mechanics at us in every area, as it were. And in this case, it gives us the flying carpet. Nice sound sample there. So, welcome to the Magic Carpet section, which was on the box cover of the game, and one of the bigger selling points, because it's pretty gorgeous and the music is pretty great. And I got an extra life, I think. I'm not sure when I got that, but yeah, those cards basically give me an extra life if I get enough of them. This is a gorgeous stage, though. It's pretty easy, pretty chill. You just keep pressing the jump button to fly upwards. You cannot go backwards, no matter how hard you try, so you just have to sort of stall or go forwards. I should also explain the purpose of this LP, in that I will be covering the Mickey Mouse run, and Silver Falcon will be covering the Donald Duck run. As for the 2-player co-op run, well, I think you can guess that about by now. I can trust my Mouseketeers! Oh god! So welcome to the first branching path of the game, as it were. Because some levels Mickey will access and some only Donald can access. So that shit will get interesting later on. I'm not going to explain much more of that, because I just died and I'm an idiot. This area is more or less the first part where the game sort of slightly ramps things up. I also like how Mickey is able to douse the flames with his cape. This area sort of teaches you not to delay and sort of, not stop and think. And also boulders. Oh god, no. I actually panicked because I thought I did something wrong there. Nope. So you really have to rush through this area because, oh no, the wall's coming down, and I didn't realize until then. I don't think the boulders could immediately hurt you, or immediately kill you, but that boat crushing wall definitely will. And here comes the first part of the game that I had no idea how to handle. You cannot stay on these rocks too long, otherwise they will disintegrate. But I'm like, well, maybe I should just hop from one to the other. That might work. And I'm like, oh no, which one is it? Which one is it? No! So, that was a mistake. Thankfully, the game is very generous concerning checkpoints, in the sense that if you pass through a door into another area, that is a checkpoint. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe if I just fall nicely and going down the same area. Wait, no, it's the same different spot! So yeah, the game kind of fucks with me there. Yes, this whole part, you just have different little spots, and you gotta ride those rocks all the way down, and then pick one to stay on, and then hop off like so. That was really nerve-wracking. And now we land back onto the main path again, on the clouds. And trust me, this area is a lot more pleasant to deal with than the last area. Because the clouds have quite a bit of a hitbox on them, so it's quite easy. Those little scuttlebutt clouds, they will disintegrate if I step on them. Even if I jump off them immediately, they will just fall apart. Also, fuck these birds. Because of course birds are assholes in every video game ever made. This is a really nice area. Very soothing. You bird! There's also a little extra part here that's kind of fun. Hold on. Piano! Some of the notes will turn into items. Some will turn into bombs, so watch the fuck out. And yes, I am pretty much going to be doing this solo on my own, because I'm Mickey. I'm doing it solo. This mouse runs solo, bitch! Damn it! Oh no, a hat! And, yeah, I missed the chance to get an extra life, damn it. So yeah. Now it's time for the next boss. This dragon seems kind of familiar, I wonder who. And this is how you attack him. I decided to show off some of his moves, which is just shooting fireballs that you can't duck. For some reason I kept thinking you could duck the fireballs, and I'm kind of an idiot. And he shot me right in the face there, and I still kind of get hurt, because I'm an idiot. But really, it's not that hard. It kind of reminds me of Pete's Dragon. You know, in the movie. But that was the second boss. Seriously, this game is not that hard. But it's a very fun game, at least for me. And with that, we have another new spell of magic. Again, if we say Alakazam, we get a magic bubble. Why are we going to need a bubble? Well, you will all find out in the next part. And so, water drags us off to some parts unknown. Tune in next time when we see where exactly it has taken us to the far beyond reaches of this world of illusion.